Wannabe Football is a card game based on the standard rules of football. The game can be played by 2 or 4 players. The faster you play, the more fun and exciting it is. The green player cards are used to play the ball around. The red multi-cards show what happens in the different situations. Deal 4 player cards to each player. The player who starts draws an extra player card. The player starting the game may play any player card except for a shot on goal. When playing a card, it must be turned towards you, that is, upside down for your opponent. The pitch is divided into 6 zones. To play a card, it must match the card that is already on the table. The tip of the arrow on the top card shows the current position of the ball. In order to play a card, the yellow dot on the card you want to play must be located at the current position of the ball. If you don't have a matching card, you have to call pass and play continues to your opponent. If your opponent passes as well, the ball goes out of bounds. Here the ball goes to you. Look at the arrow to determine where the ball went out of bounds, which half of the pitch. A player card with a star allows you to play an extra card on your turn. Draw a multi-card. If there's a star, you may play again. A tackle must be spotted by the opponent, otherwise the game continues as normal. Draw a multi-card to check for a free kick. Remove the player cards that make up the pitch. In a dead ball situation, players draw cards as needed to refill their hands to 4 cards. The player whose turn it is draws an extra player card as usual at the start of a turn. The player taking a free kick may play any card, however only a shot on goal as the first card if the free kick is taken on the opponent's side of the pitch, otherwise you must play a different card before shot on goal. When you play a shot on goal, you draw a multi-card to see if you have scored a goal. It's a goal! Keep the card and put it in a separate pile to keep track of your score. It's a dead ball situation, so you remove the pitch and both refill your hands. Let's say you got a corner kick, another dead ball, and it's your turn again. If it's an off-target shot, it's your opponent's turn, and of course a dead ball. Off the woodwork means it's still your turn and there's no dead ball. Draw a card and play again. A player card with a curled arrow is a dribbling. When you play a dribbling card, you snatch a card from your opponent's hand and discard it. Your opponent now has 1 fewer card in his hand until the next dead ball. If you tackle and get a red card, it must be placed in your hand and remains there until the game is over. The red card takes the place of one of the cards you are allowed to have in your hand. You keep the first yellow card you get. If you get 2 yellow cards, you must place a red card in your hand. When checking for a star, you might get an offside card. The offside free kick is always taken from your own half of the pitch. When the last player card has been drawn, the game goes into extra time. The next double pass marks the end of the game. At this point, both halves have been played. In a 4-player game, you have 2 players per team. You have these turn maps to show the direction of play. A 4-player game is also a lot of fun, as you are allowed to talk with your teammate, but not view each other's cards. There are a few extra things to the game, your national sides for example, each with different effects to them, like exchanging cards, ignoring cards, or even playing them in different ways.